Eye Yensoko TV Uboroso bw'umugusi.
Mwanchumu irigere Yensoko TV ne mambiende ngia aseri tukerigare kumi mutinyo kabiro mwaka bwechile fuibere 2025 na rimwe nkuko kwani kuranda onsi asora asemambia bora nabo igono kwigena kwari buna kwagenderero bya kwabokero bya ase urasobo koreri bwago asemeremo ase obwonchereri na ndonsi asore emambi gaso kwerigari nabo igogenderete kubwatia Yensoko TV burusu bw'umugusi cinse kigayenye cha Afrika ya mocha engakingo kwarigania erituchiko swaso muruberio oseto chakasobwamo muruberio bw'Etorobibi Yensoko murekera mangana agendere toko korekana asemambie ya etere nabo igo ayarache kubwatiko chakera boro gwikachinsa isano nemo cha bono mubasubwatia wetera senchira yo mutandao wekerero Facebook robega sesemo ya YouTube Yensoko TV namba mawasiliano ase ujumbe nyingena mono ekera tuchiko soa ase nkwane ya ito emambia bona soko murekera obokoreri bwechi county cha ito na mono kura sesemeria ba governor ngo kwenyori na ba governor ase ritukorego rombarwete enkwara yabo engane riba kwanete wetera maiga yo koregi karo na kuigwana neri na bono bari guchigwika bosibwe committee erie kuba unenkia igoro yobokoreri bwabo nabo igo asesemerio botume kibwe chibesayo na turachi ukwanira aseri tuko eriga ya juma ine asemambigo inge namba ya mawasiliano eriora chigutumeka se ujumbe yagenye nabo igo chwa kese minigere noti isano na ibere isano na isatu isano ne mamara gatano omwerio ligukobeka isatu chake gusanga asobwamo go chakira boro gwika omwerio elietariane Ishmael Mogere. Asomo chakare mambia bono niko togo chaka kurase county yega ya Nairobi abu asama yanda manene na boigo nukurubeka na kubwatia magega hea mate eyamo gusiria umwane nyaruka wetera ukoraswari sasi n'umunyanyimba esemo ya Uruma se county yega ya Nairobi ege korekyo nigo gyakorekanete chinga ky'abanyanyimbo barenge kumuminyokia omukagero bwo ibikorende ribaga ryo mwibi omwano yo enyaruka akaumerana na makweri eyamate yo bono nigo yaganiri obwene bw'omwana obo engaki baburira abanyanyimbo kokora ubutuki nabo gekyombekeria kya ipoa erikomanyana inki kya irirete engaki bono baganiri obwene bw'omwana obo buna bakwerera emambia ya bono tiango teraligere na riaya agendera tekurase ensemeyo ya Huruma ase county eyega ya Nairobi.
Carolina Chie, mimi ni mama Sheryl. Sheryl ni mtoto wangu wa 4. Sheryl alikuwa KMTC first year yake Mathare North. Sheryl nilimwacha, nilikuwa nimeenda meeting Migori kwa mtoto wangu wenye wanafuatana walikuwa na meeting shule. Sasa niambia mama, weenda tu mimi nikishoka shule nitaenda kuuza. Tunauza nganezi wawili. Sasa nipigia saa 1:40. Akiniambia mama, niko kwa barabara, umeona hiyo pesa imeingia kwa pochi? Nikamwambia ishaingia. Kufika saa 1:50 napigiwa simu, mtoto wangu amekufa. Nikiuliza ni nini nimemuua, ameingia kwa mafuta ama nini, ati ameshutiwa. Ati amemshoot na bunduki na amekufa hapo hapo. Sheryl kurudi saa ya asubuhi juu mimi nilitravel usiku, nikapata mtoto wangu wako mochari. Mtoto wangu ameenda yuko tena. Mtoto wangu hayuko tena. Mtoto wangu hayuko tena. Ya Sheryl naonge kendo, ya Sheryl wangu hayuko tena. Sheryl mawango kidili jario. Sheryl wangu mwenye tuko naye kwa deal watu wawili tu. Mama, bora mimi nipate fare yangu. Mama, wacha tu nikusaidie nipate tu fare na lunch ya kesho, sawa? Mama, umepika nini? Wacha niende ni change nikuje Sheryl wangu. Hata ukienda usiwe na wasiwasi. Kesho nitaenda kumaliza exam yangu. Kesho Monday ndio mtoto wangu alikuwa amalize exam yake ya mwisho. Akaniambia nikishamaliza exam yangu mtoto wangu, sasa mama, tutafanya tu kazi ili tu nipate pesa yangu ya kurudi shule. Maye mtoto wangu mimi nahitaji tu haki yako. Mtoto wangu haki yako Sheryl. Sheryl wewe ndio macho yangu ya kesho. Sheryl wewe ndio nilijua wewe ni macho yangu ya kesho. Sheryl wangu tulikuwa na madili. Ananiambia mama, wacha tu nisome hizo miaka 4 sasa uniache na kina Rozo, wewe urudi nyumbani. Sheryl, kumbe ulikuwa unapanga yenye haipangiki nitakupata city. Sheryl uko city saa hii mtoto wangu. Ai.
Umeambiwa alikuwa straight kama yeye ndiye alilengwa.
Hakulengwa. Sijui, siwezi eleza vizuri juu mimi nimepata mtoto wangu ako na bunduki ama imepitia huku na alikuwa kwa kazi yake. kwa kazi yao, amekaa kwa kazi yao. Si nimekuambia saa 1:40 amenipigia simu, tumeongea. Saa 1:50 napigiwa ati amekufa, amepigwa bunduki, ameshutiwa. Na kama angekuwa kijana ningesema hata alikuwa ameleta vurugu. Ni msichana wa shule, ni mtoto wa shule. Mwenye aliniambia mama, acha nikuzie leo Saturday na Sunday, Monday niende nimalize exam yangu. Nikajua mtoto wangu Monday anaenda kwa exam yake. Sasa hii mtoto wangu ako mochari. Justice Cheryl, haki yako mtoto wangu peke yake. Ako miaka 21 years.
Majina umesema ni
Cheryl Adhiambo.
Na wewe unaitwa?
Naitwa Carolina Chie. Sasa mimi nilishindwa, nilikuwa nimepeleka mwenzake. Nilikuwa nimeendea mwenzake visiting shule. Nikapigiwa simu, mama mtoto Cheryl amekufa. Amekufa nini nimemfanya? Amechomeka kwa mafuta ama amepigwa na nini? Ati Cheryl amepigwa na bunduki na Mr. Abdi. Na mimi nilishindwa, amepigwa na serikali yenye yafaa serikali ndio inatakana itulinde. Serikali ndio yafaa itulinde. Na mbona tena inakuja inapiga mtoto wangu kwenye kazi yake ndani ya kibanda yangu? Kwenye mtoto nimewacha nilindie kazi. Auze tupate vile tunaweza, anaweza shinda shule, apate fare yake, apate chakula yake cha usiku, wanakuja wanamuua. Sasa mimi naomba tu justice kwa Cheryl wangu. Cheryl wangu apate
justice for Cheryl.
Amalize mtihani kesho. Ndiye aliniambia mama, namaliza mtihani yangu ya mwisho kesho on Monday. Sasa mtihani hajafanya mtihani.
Sorry. Kataa kupigwa risasi, kataa.
Sasa mtoto wangu mimi nimeacha kwa mkono ya serikali. Mimi sitataka kujua ni aje ama ni vipi atapelekwa nyumbani. Maneno yake itaishe, haki yake itakuaje? Nimemwachia serikali sasa. Juu mimi sikujua kugonjeka, niambie mama, mimi kichwa inaniuma. Mama, nimengojeka afali fulani. Nilimwacha kwa kazi afanye kazi yao ya kawaida. Tumeanza kukaa hapo 207
around this area na imeweza kutoka. According to eyewitnesses, Cheryl was minding her business kwa kibanda, anafanya kazi yake, anaendelea na shughuli yake. Ile altercation ilikuwa huko nje ya polisi na nani, she had no business in it. But still tunaona amepigwa risasi na ameuawa. Tumeongea na mama, tumeongea na familia. We've tried to access Huruma police station so that we can get the matter recorded na tupewe OB number. But up to this point in time, police have not allowed us to go in with the family to record this incident and to issue an OB number. OB number ni right ya kila mtu. OB kuhudumiwa na polisi ni haki ya kila mwananchi. Lakini tunaona hadi hivi sasa, badala ya polisi kujaribu kutuliza watu, kuonesha action is being taken by arresting the officer ambaye inasemekana anajulikana, hawafanyi hivyo. What they are doing is going back to the community, provoking people, tear gassing and all that kind of stuff. So we are telling Murkomen, we are telling the IG na wale wengine wote wana issue shoot to kill orders. This is unacceptable. Hiyo shoot to kill orders ndio inaenda inaua watu completely innocent, wenye hata hawajui ni mambo gani yanaendelea. And we are demanding justice for Cheryl. Tunasema lazima ule askari, hadi hivi sasa the locals are saying they know who the shooter is. Yes. They know him na anajulikana na si mara ya kwanza amefanya haya mambo. He is known kwa hii community. Yes. We want that officer arrested immediately. IPOA waingilie kati, wamshike leo hii, hata hatutaki kulala before ashikwe, so that we can get justice for Cheryl Adhiambo.
Naitwa Alfred Ucheng Nyafuanga. I'm the official spokesperson of Mathare Residential Association. So here we are in John Saga, where there are some fracas. So this is what happened. It started yesterday in the evening. There is a suspect who was arrested by police, but mysteriously he escaped. So the police officers started arresting youths who were innocent. After that, there was commotion. Then the suspect that was being looked for was found. So when it was being shot at by a police officer, he missed the bullet, and the bullet shot an innocent girl who was selling. From there was a pandemonium, people started fighting. So these youths were also annoyed, they started burning shops, they started burning vehicles. So it was a battle throughout the night. So in the morning, it is a continuation of what started yesterday. So it is just about a police officer who wanted to arrest a suspect, but the citizen could not allow, the friends of that suspect. So Accidentally, the bullet shot an innocent person who was selling. Then hell broke loose. Thank you.
This is Okea Doctor. Okea Doctor is a member of County Assembly here, Yonsaga. And today we were going to have our discussion about our bunge here. It is called Yonsaga Bunge. And what we have seen that happened here, we have really felt it. We are almost always talking about being in the broad-based government every day. But now, if you look at the name, the person that has been killed, Cyril Adhiambo, these are people who are in broad-based government. These are people who are supposed to be protected. And instead of protecting our life, the police officer, who is called Abdul somebody, who is known for killing young innocent people, has started against them. And it is really sad today to report it here from Yonsaga, next to our bunge here. We are supposed to be in bunge today, and we are here because of what has happened. We are telling our leaders. Yes. We are telling Oburu Dinga. Yes. We are telling Gladys Wanga. Those people are telling us that we are in broad-based government. This is broad-based government. Na saa hii, hata the area MCA hatujaona. Hata the member of parliament who are telling us that they are in broad-based government hajakuja mpaka saa hii. Na hii kitu imeendelea hapa. And we are saying, we are not going to be forced to be in broad-based government that is killing our people, that is killing our young people, that is killing our innocent people. Today, we are going to demonstrate here. We are going to show love for our sister, Beryl. Beryl, who is Cheryl. She's in grade?
She's in KMTC.
KMTC.
First year.
First year. A comrade. That a comrade has been kaboos and kabas today here. That a comrade has been killed here today. A comrade has asked life ahead of her. We are going to demonstrate from here today. Thank you very much. Okay.
Are nayo asensemo yende yo bokoreri bwa bagavana imiyense etubureti ya bagavana rigo baigwananire buna kurwa rero iga tibari gucia gwikabosyo gwe committee ebunge ya Senate ya County Public Accounts and Investment eri kuringorwa igoro yo bokoreri bwabo nabo igo obotumeki bwe kibesa ase chi county bakoragwa n'umunyekero gobo boigo mugavana we county ya Wajir Ahmed Abdullahi nigo bayirere buna niga aba senator bari bakoba unenke chinga kichinyinge rigo bakoba unireria obwene bwabo nabo igo kobasaba
because even that judge who said that we must appear and we have the right to go back to court to have an interpretation of that said governors must be treated with decorum. Governors are not being treated with decorum when they appear before these committees. There's all manner of insinuations bordering on insults and harassment of governors. Yes. And at times, instead of even using the formal official media, you have bloggers planted in there for you so that by the time you're leaving the room, it's already out there in the villages. Is that what oversight is really? We must speak to these things. Yes, we must, and we must take a position as a Council of Governors on these matters. Yes. This corruption that governors are allegedly being harassed over with respect to audit, we want to be told whether the Houses of Parliament are insulated against corruption. Yes. And it's time to say things as they are. It is not an easy decision for the Council of Governors to decide not to appear before CPAC. But we want to make it very clear. We do understand that the courts have pronounced themselves on this matter before, that governors must appear in person. But the same courts also required that governors be treated with decorum. And the courts, in reaching that decision, did not envisage that there will be extortion, intimidation, humiliation, and harassment. So Excellency Governors deliberated on this matter and decided until the rules of engagement are redefined and until we have been heard by the leadership of the Senate on the ongoings in that particular committee by particular and specific senators who sit in that committee, we shall not appear before PAC. And I want to make this very, very clear. No governor will appear before PAC before these matters are addressed. And we agree on the rules of engagement. What you've been seeing is killing people's careers. Drama. The Council of Governors notes with great concern the continuous and escalating extortion, political witch hunt, harassment, intimidation, and humiliation of Excellency Governors by certain senators when they appear before the Public Accounts Committee of Senate. The Council has resolved that governors will not appear before the Senate Public Accounts Committee until these concerns are addressed through a structured engagement between the leadership of the Senate and the Council of Governors. On governors' appearances before the Senate County Public Investment Committee, we note with concern that governors are required to appear several times before this committee to discuss investment issues, including various funds in the counties. Governors have therefore resolved that they will only appear once before this committee of the Senate County Public Investment Committee once for every audit cycle. Because what's happening, we've been made to appear for this hospital, this investment, that it's not going to be possible. We'll only appear once for every audit cycle. We even have bloggers covering Senate committees instead of the Senate official, communication team. Yeah. Senate is an august house. How do we allow bloggers to be the one covering what happens in there? And even before the governor steps out of that committee, we've seen intimidation of the auditors in that committee to incriminate specific governors, to incriminate governors. The auditor gets so intimidated that at times he even says things contrary to what is in the audit report. We cannot go on like that. So as a council, we've said enough is enough on this matter, and we'll engage the leadership of the Senate. If we have to go back to court to interpret what oversight is and what those appearances should entail, what political responsibility of governors is, we are willing to go back to court. But it cannot be and will not be business as usual. I thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And a governor is made to wait for a whole day. My vice chair was made to wait for a whole day at Senate. And when he left, they leaked some misinformation to the media saying he ran away. How do you invite two governors for the same committee and keep one for a whole day and you expect the other one to be seated there for the whole day? These are things we must address. Yes. Na tukisema 20 sisi wote, hakuna mali tutapelekwa. They have fashioned themselves as the premier oversights, quote unquote, of counties. And that oversight comes with a lot of things, including embarrassing extortion and all manner of other ills. You know what I'm talking about.
One.
Yeah. We are very specific that Council of Governors has no issue with the Senate. We even have no issue with all the Senate committees. We have a problem not just with the CPAC committee. We have a problem with 4 senators. They know themselves in the committee of CPAC of the Senate. Those 4 senators know themselves. And we are saying they are involved in extortionists, being extortionists. They harass governors, they intimidate them. They even use political maneuvers of keeping governors there the whole day, waiting to be seen without even communicating to them, hoping that the governors will be able to give in to their whims. And we are saying Senate is a house of noble men and women. There are other senators who can serve in that committee and will not appear in that CPAC committee if and until when those senators and the leadership is changed, because they're the ones who are spoiling and they are making the Senate appear as if it is a place the serious business is not done, but instead we have political maneuvers that are underlined with personal interest. Yet it is not the whole Senate. It is just only 4 senators, and they know themselves. But there's no need of naming them. They know themselves. 4 of them in CPAC, they know themselves.
Maybe you can mention the county.
Gutigana nayo bwatekaine no bokoreri bwa governor ni gabakori mirimo be serikali gati aba senator boigo ababwatani asamangana ringete na mafuta imense nigo bakori igikaro kyobomo imiyomo boganyo yo maso mucho Nairobi ukwandere igoro yo murobiri bwa mafuta o South Lokichar oil field ensemo ya Turkana asege karekyo nigo amangana bunana kinse irache kwenyorera akwanerwe asobwagare na boigo na kyo murobiri boko ya mafuta ayo orache goikeranirwa buna bakoerera emambia yabo.
Project financing commitments, and were there unresolved pipeline issues, or did cost recovery raise issues, or were the local committed contents issues? So the other issue that we have asked is the amendment of the cost ceiling on recovery from 55 to 85. I think that is quite a shift from the initial provision. So my expert opinion is that the complex history of farm-ins and farm-out is typical for a frontier basin. However, the consolidation of the 100% interest under Gulf Energy simplifies decision-making. The rigorous updating of the PSC terms, particularly on the definition of capital expenditure, protects the government by removing gray areas in cost recovery audit. The redesignation of Block T6 and T7 brings the licensing into what was the actual revenue split between the contractor and government. Were these funds ring-fenced by the Turkana development as promised? So communities were never transparent reporting on that initial issue in terms of the pilot. So what I would also say that why did the Talo face a lot of...
It's right for that water to just pass by through a pipe and people are dying of thirst nearby. It is not. When they drop that water to those villages around the exploration site, we call it's a CSR project. Those are some of the things we are talking about. We don't say we are giving them our functions, the devolved functions for them to do for us. No. We're just saying, let them do CSR. It is happening elsewhere. The countries you mentioned, in fact, they're saying extensive CSR projects.
The first one is local content and community empowerment, and the second thing is the issue of transparency. When we speak of local content, I would want to break it down into now like 4 or 5 points of the same. The first one is the issue of the environment, and I'm sure you're wondering where does that come through when it comes to local content. It's the first time Kenya is going to be doing such an activity in the country. It is crucial for us to ensure that there is strict environmental compliance. It's one of the things that we've picked up. Every community that has gone through this always wonders, these people are like rubber barrels. They want to take everything at the beginning, you know. And in fact, when we are going towards the 50,000 barrels, they want to take everything, they've recovered everything, and after that, they can even take off, or even frustrate the whole thing. And then on the background of that, the figures that were given initially, they were showing that the recoverable oil was bigger than what then they started working with. So, you know, first the recoverable amount was reduced, and then secondly, the cost recoverable was moved from 55 to 85. And then when someone tells you, no, don't worry, Ghana is 100%. You know, I'm not answering my question. That why did you move from 30 to 85? You're not telling me, you know, you're not telling me why you're just telling me Ghana is in me, the other country is 75, you know? But you're not answering. Maybe you can explain to us so that if we should pass this thing, we don't hurt our people. Thank you, Chair.
Seismic study, they can go through into the rock and know, quantify a throughput that says, yes, this is what we estimate we'll get in the current world. Because I know that the whole world now, a good seismologist can tell you the rocks in Kenya and tell you this part of the country has gold, this part has diamond, this part has oil, this part has like Great Wall volcanic rocks that then can be used to harness energy. That's my thinking. It's just a conversation in my mind.
The result, you're able to audit yourself to say, if I put all the infrastructure in place, pipeline in place, the central facility, the gathering pipelines, all that in place, I am still able to make profit. Where I was and what I was trying to explain is exactly an answer to Honorable Mungatana. When you get to, before you get to development, every player or stakeholder comes, or investor comes together on the table to see if this is a bankable project or not.
Ase ensemo yende homonogiri we serikali Isaac Mwaura nigairire buna usenigairire mirimo serikali yagenderete gwikirania iguru yo murubiri nyota uyo kuba abasai kibesa cyugwikinya murubiri uyo nigorengeta abasai chilifu chimye isano na isato na emerongo ebere yense ya Kenya abayigo murubiri uyo nigo orengeta abasai be myaka 15 gwike emerongo ebere na kiana na gwike myaka emerongo 35 ase baria bamenyete no barema Mwaura nigo asingerere goteba na murubiri uyo amonori bubwagachi w'ikinyumba cherigori riainse na boigo asensemeria ya Hustler Fund no gwekerania kweganga ya bottom up eyo erengete korosia mabaga yemeremo ase abananchi
has been able to roll out the Nyota program in a very big way, and we are now finalizing, and you can see the president interacting with our young people. The Nyota project business component is empowering 121,800 entrepreneurs nationwide, equally distributed with a maximum of 84 per each of 1,450 wards in Kenya. Remember, initially, we wanted to have 70, but now we've increased that and to 84, and also before we wanted to do 110,000, but we have since revised that to 121,000. So far, the people who have applied for this Nyota, we have over 2 million Kenyans. Can you imagine? Over 2 million Kenyans have applied for the business component, confirming the enterprising nature of our youth in Kenya. And this is not just money that we are giving. We also have mandatory trainings. All selected beneficiaries have undergone a 4-day mandatory business skills training to equip them with the necessary skills so that they know how to run the businesses. And we have had disbursement dates Already we've done 44 counties. We have done 1,360 beneficiaries in the wards. The wards so far that have been covered, 1,360 up to 1,450. And also 114,240 have already been given their money, covering an amount of 2.856 billion. Please get these figures. 44 counties, 1,360 beneficiary wards, and 114,240 young people, and they are all walks of life. They have received 2.856 billion. And you've seen all of them, mothers, single mothers with children, young men, people doing all sorts of businesses, people with disabilities of all types of disabilities from across the country. You can now see the face of Kenya. And His Excellency the President has done a very good job in interacting with our young people and connecting with them. This week is a final week, and we are doing Garissa, 30 wards, Mandera, 30 wards, Wajir, 30 wards, between 11th and 12th of February. That's when we are finalizing as a government. And these disbursement events serve the purpose of high-level mentorship for the beneficiaries, public disbursements, and for counties to announce further support for beneficiaries. And you can even see our counties have actually been able also to waive, some of the levies that are accruing from the Nyota-related businesses. This is extremely important so that we don't have the gridlocks that come with startups. The mentorship is actually very well done. The completion of the first tranche disbursement of Kenya shillings 25,000 with 3,000 shillings savings to improve the saving culture will be followed by mentorship from the business skills trainers and the local business community to connect the beneficiaries to the local business community. So you can see we are linking them already to industry, something that has actually been lacking when it comes to the whole issue of benefiting. So it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that we put that across and state very clearly that we are committed as a government to ensuring that all our youth who are committed to this cause, this time around is very transparent, and people have been asking, this is World Bank money. Yes, it is World Bank money. It is also commingled with government effort and resources, but that is supposed to be like it. Ndio inaenda kule mashinani kabisa. So anyone out there who in one way or another is trying to discredit this program, ask the young people themselves. See how they are happy. See how they feel included in society. See how they are working well to ensure that that their dreams are coming true, something that has not happened before.
Asense mwende aya bwatikene no bwonchereri mense umurai wense ya Kenya Dr. William Samuel Ruto digara irumuyega wo wasiori omurobiri obwo bwonchereri ya se company ya Safaricom oyo manyekanite na Safaricom Zidi Trader muyigo yo ni wekira no nababwatani bo bwonchereri meyo muchyoyo ga Nairobi oyo okorekanire osokorekanira sensemu ya Westlands asumurai wense aireri bagerio na gukwanira obuya bwo murobiri oyo ogucha ase aba Kenya mo waziri bwekiga nchekenere ge serikali John Mbadi ni goboigo atebire gwetera somurobiri uyu nigaba Kenya barachigokora obwonchereri ase obwororo buna bakwerere mambya yabono.
Integration of stock trading into the M-Pesa platform. Millions of Kenyans, especially our young people and women, will gain simple, affordable, and convenient access to investments in shares, in bonds, and other products listed on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, placing the tools of ownership and growth directly into their hands. Standing here today, when I had a conversation in these capital markets in 2023, I did ask the Nairobi Securities Exchange and the capital markets fraternity, including our friend Safaricom, that it is important for us to democratize these capital markets and demystify the purchasing of shares. For a very long time, it looked a very complicated process. CDS account, brokers in between, and everything along the journey. And I did ask that it is important for us to find a mechanism where citizens, from the comfort of their phones, they can be able to buy shares and trade at the capital markets. Today is that day. I am very happy. You know, you have helped me in many ways. I remember when talking to citizens, especially in northern part of Kenya and in Korea and many other areas where we had serious challenges of stock theft. I remember telling these citizens, you know, do not confuse stock theft with stock exchange. They are very different. While you are engaged in stock theft, there are people engaged in the stock exchange, trading and buying shares and creating wealth. But along the way, I asked myself, so how is this person going to stop stock theft and participate in the stock exchange if there are no mechanisms for him to do that? Today, I can confidently say that those people engaged in stock theft have no excuse. They can now participate in the stock exchange because this ZD trader provides them the mechanism and the opportunity to participate. When we talked about bottom-up and getting people who for a very long time have been excluded to participate, whether it is in our health ecosystem, whether it is in our housing ecosystem, today there is a pathway for my friends, the mama mbogas and the border guys, to own a home. There is a pathway for them to access health. And today, they have a pathway to buy shares from the comfort of their places in the market, from the comfort of sitting on their motorbike with their phone. Today, with the ZD trader, they can buy shares. They can trade at the Nairobi Stock Exchange. And that is why I am very, very proud of this moment. When I was asked that technology has assisted us, the confluence of ideas and the synergy that has been built between the leadership of the Capital Markets Authority, Nairobi Securities Exchange, and technology providers like Safaricom, I could not wait for this moment. Today also marks the 5th time I am gracing an event at the Nairobi Stock Exchange in the last 3 years. This is not by accident. It is not because I don't have anything to do. I am not loitering around here. It is because I believe in the capital markets. And I believe in the potential of the capital markets to work with the public sector to unlock the potential of this great nation.
One of the key roles that capital markets play is mobilizing investment to catalyze economic growth and helping citizens in sharing the benefits of our economic prosperity, what we always call, and I want to borrow your own word, democratizing wealth. When you hear people saying that, yes, economy is growing, but it's in the hands or the pockets of a few, it's because the capital markets is not inclusive enough to accommodate as many people as possible. And I think the initiative we are taking today is clearly a demonstration of how then to expand the space and democratize wealth and be more inclusive. So the National Treasury will continue to come up with policies under your guidance to contribute to the growth of the robust and efficient capital markets that can more effectively play their role as engines of economic growth and broad prosperity. Expanding the group of people who have the ability to invest is central to realizing the full potential or power of our capital markets. It means, one, that capital will be available for those who are seeking it, and also it means that people who will be able to share in the potential economic upside of the return generated by that capital being put to use. So the two sides will both benefit. Your Excellency, allow me to commend the Capital Markets Authority for their lead in supporting regulatory frameworks and market-led innovations that make it easy for individuals to access efficient and attractive ways to deepen our capital markets. I'm very excited with the developments we are making on the setup of our National Infrastructure Fund. So investment funds have been and will continue to be a cornerstone of enabling wide-ranging investor participation in capital markets.
Mwancho murigeli mjamana soko chore soko TV oburuso bwo mugusi emambia ya bono igekerukerie bono tukora siumiri chiduka keo na badaye ningira neno mugeni strachu kwanira igoro yobo korali wechi county na boyo kurigirelie nganeri yaba governor yo babwatanire asubu amana gotena bono bari kuichi guikabu sio bwe committee eri ko bari ngori igoro yobo korali bwabo na boyo asensemeri yobo tumeki wechi besa ine asensemo yago igoro yengane yu engi manochukurwa ekerengere kiago emambia ya bono koreda sabono tiatura rasio meri chiduka kego na badaye ningirane no mugeni oyuro murai wekiama gya Kenya Social Congress tati kengere na era tukuchigosanganere emambia ya bono karato kumarekera igoro bokarali wechi county chetu
Eye Yensoko TV Oboroso Bumugusi. Je, una ndoto kufanya kazi ughaibuni? Mwakala wa ALM tutakuwezesha kutimiza ndoto yako. Tunatoa ajira katika nyanja mbalimbali kwenye mataifa ya Qatar, Milki za Kiarabu, Saudia, Bahrain, bara Europa, miongoni mwa mengine.
We are legally registered by the National Employment Authorities and we are licensed to do manpower recruitment for different countries. Currently we are reaching companies in UAE, in Qatar, Russia, and we are hoping to enlarge our boundaries.
Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kwa nambari 0721511500 au 0729690571 au unaweza kutembelea katika ofisi zetu zilizopo jijini Nairobi katika jumba la Delta House, orofa ya pili, chumba nambari 204 katika barabara ya University Way.
Tupigie simu utimize ndoto yako ya ng'ambo. Karibuni sana.
Ine nuganete betri uratumia segari yao ebetri uguchachirimo ugakweba ebetri ulegene chinga kichonsi ebenga kieliberera gosenga kiyobokendu tawe chanika Autobat Kenya Limited no tulegigiga asingichao nigo tokorosia na koni chipetiri uratumia singa kichonsi chipetiri uratumie asegari enke ebasi no nyaneli kurukuro.
Tutakupitia pale kwa gari yako, tutahakikisha tumeweka na tumekupimia charging system ya gari na pia tumekupimia battery na kila kitu itakuwa iko sawa.
Alright. Sasa na ikileta shida kabla hii warranty ishe itakuwa namna gani?
Ikikusumbua kabla ya warranty utakuja, alafu tukishaiangalia tutakupatia battery ya kushikilia tukiendelea kuangalia yako.
Talia yoka na battery yechinguru.
Battery ya Autobat ni battery ambayo ni spill proof. kumaanisha hiyo betri haimwagi acid ile ambayo iko ndani. Hiyo betri imetengenezwa na calcium. Kama vile tunajua calcium hainanga water loss, kumaanisha sasa hiyo betri hakuna wakati ambayo inakauka hiyo acid.
Asamange twakirisimi namba 0739 697855.
Kwa wale watu wa kujamstatiwa, wachana na betri kama hizi. Tumia Autobat. Betri ni Autobat.
Obutindiro bosombasi amate ninki kere tokore.
Asama rieta ngoro ko munyagitari bosire koru Betami Rehabilitation Center. Betami Rehabilitation Center togotoka asegusi ensemo ya Gesonso na Nairobi ga ogoche ensemo ya Ungatarunga Xerian Road. Ime ya Betami nigo togo konya abantu bari amaruna mariogo yogotindi asariri obongo bwabo. Togo konya abantu buna umwanafunzi orenge kwende university ongere gutumia maruna mariogo yogotindi amosariri wono yaikireke wango guikaru aligo. Kwanya oroyo onde orenge kwende kanisa utigire onge yakonywa mariogo yogotindi na amaru abasari. Erio twabaretaga Betami twabarwali erinde obugima bwabo bwirane gochaso obugima bubi.
Asamange twakirisimia namba 0706840844. Betami Rehabilitation Center lichiburi gukora chingatare icyobutindo. Unakusudia kwenda sherehe itakaosalia katika mioyo ya watu kama kumbukumbu daima? J&Java tupo kwa ajili yako. Tunabadili kila tukio la furaha, fahari na ubora usiopimika. Tunatoa huduma mbalimbali kama vile viti vya kila aina, mimbari au meza za kuvutia, hema za kisasa, mapambo ya kuvutia, taa za kila aina, upishi wa vyakula vitamu, vioo vya kisasa, zulia za kila aina, mfumo wa matangazo kwa umma yani PS system, miongoni mwa huduma nyingi kwa bei rafiki. Kwa mengi zaidi, tutembelee katika ofisi zetu zilizopo katika jiji kuu la Nairobi kwenye eneo la maonyesho yani showground. Na ukiwa mjini Kisii ni katika eneo la Mwembe kwenye jengo la J&Java lililo karibu na jumba la Isena White House. Au unaweza kuwasiliana nasi kupitia nambari 0792071110 au tuandikie barua pepe kupitia anwani sales@jnjava.co.ke. J&Java, kila tukio lina hadithi, tuandike pamoja. Harusi gutara urugendo rutambe kwenyorera ibintu bicinguru bigutumye stima electronic appliances. Sungusia Electronics nintwe lichiburi yao. Nkoni tore electronic appliances chonsi buna ebirobu, power extensions, electronic water heaters, chibasi, chibetiri, solar panels, electronic gas cookers, egati ijebinde. Ntubwata phone accessories na wigo ntulene chibundi chikorosi bintu tokonia. Ninchuwenyo regi spare part chie chinguru. Sungusia Electronics boigon koros tule chispika chie kerengo kiguru. Ichio chigutumeka asichikanisa nemeiga. Au. Tuline sababu ya wakole talentambe gucha kuligie vyombo bunebi. tutarira somo chokebirigo na boiga somo chunyamira gose twakirisi miese namba 0784884484 Sungusia Electronics obokoreri bwekerengo keguru angenaye.
Omwancho Mogere Yensoko TV igetasengi Yensoko TV ibwatira senge njao
kokoretera amangana amaya
ayatabwati gwanchero korgonsi korime yagusina isiko yagusi
to kubekera tene ni anyare koba kawateka
atabwati gwanchero bonda bwansi
korwa se ebunge ya kitutu chache South Meye County ya Kisii elietari anen Caroline Mausa korwe county ya Nyamira elietari Nyarige Steven Embonde
korwa se county ya Kisii elietari anen Wycliffe Orenge. Mira na inche Dominic Onderi Nyabuto. Ekeranya go koreta mangana ya maji yako ritukira Jumatatu bakari tukira Jumapili. Jeni gongoro perpetual machin na nyora Etorobibi Yensoko TV oboroso bomogusi.
Kera kama jenga tara gaike taoni ya Nyamira na lena shauri sangwe ngararo moijana.
Mogere Yensoko TV oyo no moroberio gwokongoria mareko na inje mwana mboka Edwin Yang'au turabe tukumira na kira ritukurie iki guchakira chinsa 11 cha mogoroba wikenseyemo ya botuko kugwakorire mirimo yawo yerituko kwabokire orosete uikaransitero ya ubuyanda chitasekeruko orambulete mirondo kunyagusibero ngori na hali ya screen ni chingero chikoletwa na mwanambuka Edwin Yang'au ano to konyora chingero chionsi echiegita na chobenga kwa nubukano echiembegetere ndo gesongengo to amereria
bakaliya omoto yakabwatwa obe bakaliya omoto yakabwatwa amatukemeronge na gaika kabwatwa
ubugima n'urugendo rubwatamange amaya namabe Umusakito Linet Nyambane niga ngaririe imena isiko ya gusi na gusanga naba ya eteire naba kuyaetera
Nchekera na ibole twe undango tebiwa ndabona ibole tukinde buya ngakina kine buya ekera na chiro ke miaka sta ngachaka ngondifero po ngoira samagoro wani kamanya gutokanga na twali robo wana wacha gitego
aya nime yo muroberyo bumwenori kirari tukule Jumatano chinsa ibiri chabutuko ime Yensoko TV oboroso bumugusi umirna nabari bechinguru erikwe manyabo na wataka kuchitana nye chinse Frida Kerubo Innocent Onyango Clinton Ondigi Diana Ndemo Ishmael Mogere Linet Nyambane Daniel Omwaga eke na kige kos kiamesa yamangana majia obulimira bwesiro yobunda bwense kurere tali nchirende onsira krobolemi obiyoke enyoreri bagaria bene kwaegwa megerio chisemi nobosemia iguru yobulimi bwekerero nechikolinga
asobolemi bochete skuru nobotigi bokumerwa mate
tebone ng'ombe bune yengiya
ngaja konyana eyinsimegete ntera ngetia maraba ekonete konya kukina yo kamaraba konya kuyana nganya kwama buya
beka chibuti imokio bokombe to semogondo bweli nebisumu ime na pathway machine
kile sukuri ya Jumaine chinsa ni bere chamuragoba wika chinsa isato asomoro bere oberemi nobotugi ekero turesemia mange kura saberemi chini gongoro kwa petrol machine
asomoro bere boberemi nobotugi ime Yensoko TV oboroso bwumugusi
Mukabora ingerango oyetigo sori yabarire.
We've never seen anybody win 3 in a row.
Bona omwancha omurigereria ayabune motiotirira bwetigo sori ao nobe na kirengencho yokokokera.
Goal! Absolutely astonishing. What about that from
aseni kia Ogien Soko TV ibono ngi guchunjugire gokwariganiria na gokwerera chigosori ao ogoikeranu Tomocha kubwata etariki inainche Daniel Omwaga goseko gwancha nabo ogontona Erieta Suarez amagosori webegi iyokorio keraritko oriechima mosi igochakera egetone gichinze sano na isato chiamogaso goika 10 chamaragoba ase omoroberi ibwe achigosori amo nabanyangongo ase na kumanyana gokorosera ayatekire ase chigosori
And he's awarded a penalty.
Ine asama kia ya mbireo seino mbireo asama tuko amaega obugima bwakira litko bwomogusi nigo bwale gosirwa nobolemi rikomera riburga risamora byonsi asekerenga yokobeka ase ekiage ekemo ningi keire ribaga rikiage asenka yomogusi nobonchereria noborokia nobonyanyimbo gose nobwagachi somoroberio wikiage kyomogusi nobe gokumerana na inche Frida Kerbo kera litkoria ijuma chinsa ibere chamugoroba astogo sanga nomugusi kurwa chingongo eliokumanya naki bakwenyorera engere yabo ya kera litko tomocha
amariri nigagendrete gotosemwana boire bukia tali yesu sera ekegonko esukari lisabeso okurasa kwa manyinga yan blood pressure ninki turakore wetanga kuruwa sare nyorali chibu asomrobilyo bubugima nobo chenu asora bego kumeni wanabanyagitari bamarwire ao nabo yabamanyi bande bayatunge tyobo chenu kumurikira marwire nobo wenia nyoro murobelyo bubugima nobo chenu na Caroline Mausa kirali tukule Jumatatu chinsa iberi chabutuko ime Yensoko TV oboroso bumugusi Eje Yensoko TV oboroso bumugusi
Mwanchu mwerire Wensoko TV karibu raide chidaika niko migore chinsa isano chia bono mambia chia Afrika ya mocha sumuru rweto rubini ase mambia bona ase tugu chikosua senkwane yaito mambia ya bono na rito kumurekera nigoro yobo korari wechi county chaito se county chonsi ya merongene na isano na ibere ase wikira bori wera tugu kwana engusana no enene nigere gati yaba gabana naba senator na mono ase committee area eire miremo emenene yokuba unenkia igoro yobo korari bwabona boigo botumeki bwechi besa echo chiko gendase chi county erigwikerania amagenda gwikerania obokorari na koreto bokorari angeno mwana inchi andonsi asore ase emambia karibu sana tusanga sobu ame nambia mawasiliano ase ujumbe nyinge nigere noti sano na ibere isano na isatu na mara gatano mwero beka isato alafu ase ensemeria ya Facebook na boigo ase ya YouTube na Yensoko TV chago sanga sobu ame kerkeri kwariga nyomugeni temambia yabono agukwanye na boiga komanyerieta no nyena ase akurwa oyegano yokurige kerugo kyo bunge kurase ensemo ye bunge ya Kitutu Masaba na boigo oyore umunyakero gose ase kyamo kergia Kenya Social Congress na kire buye kwanera bwe kana boigo atwerere ase obwagare igoro yobokariri bwa nyona nase umuchuyo iga Nairobi Yensoko TV karibu sana omweshimiwa
Mbiamono Mogere asoko ngarigania iga Yensoko TV eneka ya kabere ngoche studio tete kwa mbiamono aningina lie TV kwa jumla mbiamono injia ngoro kwa tati kengere yondo mobiaro Nyamira County Kitutu Masaba constituency naende ombwate kero kyomo party leader o Kenya Social Congress kiama kerkiange kianyona tokoroke kiabuso tiangeli bageri kwa abantu baminto mwezi mwa totengerete bono mambia na Wakenya kwa jumla simutengerete kwamba sisi tumekuja kwa Yensoko TV na tutaka kusalimia Wakenya
wote popote mlipo, wafuasi wa Kenya Social Congress, pale popote mlipo kwa nchi yetu ya Kenya.
Karibu sana. Ekerokiria enkwani yaitena ne mambia bono nigo tuchukuriga rigoro yobo koreri which county chaito kuru mwaka which ile fuibere na communist which county chaga chagitu gwikera bona igano abuno tugochigo chakera na gwikera bona iga nkichi county cha kolire ose achievement kieria nararia ali bekire gwikerania gochia ase mwana ita sengi cha 20 piki ujumla kero yo mona bwate county area ko rubuna yo kurese county ya Nyamira ncherigo nkurwe county ya Kisii kero yo mona bwate county ya yabo ase buno muchaka na tukubeka oboroso emambi ya bona igoro yobo koreri which county kuru mwaka wechile fuibere na communist to gwikera bona iga
tiangeli bageri ntebe nga devolution was a good idea. Na devolution de chageti bono ya chageti mapema lakini ikabego chenchi elieta ndio abwate rule of focus for district focus for rural development. Basically that was devolution. Ninga yendo ya kote na nyachae ikaba very successful na wanjibe sichalito at the county level muraba kalia chikaba lakini that is the initial part of the beginning of devolution. Ekero our multi-party fathers ba andikuruani raba denga these resources be taken to the people. Pesa chukulie kwa wananchi. This is what we are calling devolution. Hiyo ndio devolution. In a devolution that resources chibe decentralized kuru Nairobi to the village. So the idea was noble and it remains a noble idea to centralize resources from the central government to the mashinani. Now, in 2013, after the 2010 constitution, it was now formalized that we shall have two tiers of government: the county governments and the national government. So, devolution of resources to the counties is anchored as a katiba ya Kenya. Now, tingo tebanga tuwa kodre badly, no organize it tuwa kodre better. Lakini the idea is good. It's only that management ya resources is the one that has been the center. Certain areas it has performed, certain areas haichafanya. Igobono, if we look at hii devolution winere hatoko nyereka as per individual county. Ndo basa kwenye lamb. Because if we lamb it, then we'll be cursing people who have done the right things. Tabali ba kodra magoso. Made nga kera ngombe ya mujata chine chiko assume nga chanyura machi. Abandi bali ba kodre biya on average, abandi bali ba kodre poorly on average. So when you talk about devolution as a function, yeah, 47 counties. There are certain counties when about northeastern. Classes. So we condemn that because in a region where you get money, na ni mwanyora chiba chichukuru kunga equalization fund. Chiba ndiko assist to grow. Then you find we don't even have classrooms for our ECD children because that's the basis of our education. Then you find there is a question mark. Then in that case the rating will be different from the rating in other areas. You can rate because there are certain things that have been done, there are certain things that have not been done. You'll find even in the ECD classes, mbira done completely across the county.
Ebe serongo soere.
Ebe songo soere asego jino tutamanyiti. Eme nganye ene tuende kubuli na ki mechando nki. So the Auditor General audits everybody, including Kenya Social Congress. The small money that I'm given from political parties fund, I have a little. What they were echi wakane rent. So go operate go. Echi ogole stationary okoregas. The Auditor General audits me. So once he audits me, it is everybody is subject to be audited. So I have seen people complaining, governors are not going to the Senate. What is the work of the Senate? The Senate is created to do. One of its primary objective, no go supervise resource utilization at counties.
Okay.
That is one of its principal functions. So, ekereka oversight. Oversight. Then, if a governor says ataki kuenda kujibu maswali that the Senate wants to ask, the Senate wants to know how you invested public money. That is not your money. This is public money. Wewe umepewa tu nafasi kuisimamia.
Aene kibekerero.
Aene muntu ugetenenero geito, aene muntu twatu memirimo. Aene monitor yaito.
Yebon.
Ono ekere Senate yekobo rintu twabori abakenya. It is not the Senate asking you. Senators abakolega asiri tobaete donated functions powers to the abanya inchi ba Kenya that tutenenere rachibe chirimo gutuma chigutum from the central government to county mbia chiyokore mirimo.
Yebon.
That is basically what they are doing. So ona kerto ko nyore gabane kane ngati niko enda kuburi guswali. Chibese njiri cyangina. Chibese ni cyaba Kenya abarwe bango. To kuburi na toreiseneka bunegasi yakoretu. So ekere egabane kwanga diriko genda number 1 wikatebe waya diriko genda. Na roche gore clip. Bako debanga there are 4 senators, particularly 4 senators. I think one of the governor was saying, I think it's from Tarakaniti. Particularly there are 4 senators. Bago to Sumbua. Why don't you name them?
Okay, tutaragendera tocha kurigeria senseme yo yengani yaba gabara ti aturara aligeria turane magega kenkwere maga ka sensemo yo bokorali which county Chikaunti chiga bagavana mbari gukora mirimo boka umukonyi bo mugavana atari gukora mirimo bweka ntubwate county executive aba CEC mbarororo ntubwate naba MCA yatura aligeria sensemo yaba MCA abubono bakubwaterana no mugavana na monakera tukura na se county ya bono tutumeke umubweka na se county egwate county yago ya Nyamira sengencho asenkwani yago niko gwate bana chikaunti nchiri cyako lirubya nchiri cyagendereire igo togocha kubekera county chonzi pyo muzigo yo tigatoka ende kwarengana ne county twina na se county yanka abwa somo gusiare mambya bono uyo gotekereta se county ya Nyamira obokorali bwo MC bwa MCA baito na kibere gwikira bodi gasingi chama tukamaiga twaralirenga kinde mengusana nero ororo bunge mashinani tubwate yende kogendere kubona sicho bisiria che county Buronge monogeri olengo raga acha kagendo bungaga agacha umugabano orobisi uratemira marange sana kurusigwa abisi lakini teranyarikana obokorali waba MCA kubwaterana no mugabana pako bwamate wensi no bogoche mebono
ekerongo nkomureke county yane ya bobiyaru because no Nairobi county yane because no menyete intire cyane nchiro also also nabonda kwanege ntuke about Nairobi tigango kwane county yane simbialire county yane ya Nyamira twa onye county kire ko to aba Kenya busoko Nyamira because ekerega banego ikugwa Senate marakabere gatatu something is not again tonkero getari Buronge mondo toko myokibwa go kibanda mekerenga kere bintu biri Buronge again tonkera tutaramanya ngakikere now to differentiate between the executive and the assembly assembly has an oversight the executive no co-implement what the assembly has approved for implementation so ekerontere ko lekana ko side nonde the assembly of Nyamira has tried to raise issues that chitakere kurigererwa chiatemire ko issues sometimes nko barora mabera kyagera ebintu bakuburia saingi nabwo sana ki ba mintu bibindi biri Buronge umufano manya to collect kibese kyeito kiri to collect from our own local taxes omente ne chito gutumira ku Nairobi kanganko raturi something going on choosing kwarora ebese yari ku World Bank njate neniwa
yebon pakaba sai bakakorokorobekana
ekerebe sibuni iri kuteneniwa inki birengeri ayo mwana inki Nyamira inki okorengeri kire Buronge usingi kire bobe
ebese ganiri echi chikokonya
teko genda gokonya lakini atenge county yetu ni nanje no ndwete mutari gutamaise gutengina lakini ngo ikeri gwatanga ba kinya sawone nenje no ngo to ko yombaba because having a document kotebanga ebese tonyitumete iga yabura taririmo tari kabiri tari gatatu igobono gaki abunaro mechande abunero
yeba
abumechando nero nyasa ura tokonye ebia butobini abonda bakorere mirimo come 2027. Now, on the part of the executive, njenda kubuli mwaka nyalibo iga. Nyalibo tari mwana, ibuno muntu omonene.
Yeba.
Tigaro le simburi yansi kumutwira. Ekera onye nebesi yatumiru. Nyakorere mirimo. Stadium ya manga tukujwakira umupira wa mabe, kange kero stadium yakusunga kora renovation, kanga bantu manga wagwakira umupira. Kange kere mipira ya secondary schools atogosanga abantu bakebacha manga. Abandi bagenda Nyamira, abandi bagenda Busongo. So tangu tuanze devolution 2013 paka lero. Bono manga stadium yari ne back siaring. Kyo mjiji kulisimi. Bono abu kero mondako boli twali bnerio makwasa ngayali. So for the part ya county assembly ya Nyamira, I think you need to do better than this. And as we approach kura tiago chumako gocha, the counters, honorable members of the counter assembly Nyamira, tigabona bache kabisa bato busaidi na ki eke nki arengega kiasinyiri kenki arengega kiasinyiri onye mbabu atibo saiti igona bora beki abo sinokera abanyore to komanyereri yebona okuna ko that is what I could say about the county ya Nyamira no the same thing applies in Nairobi
yebona
as much as serikali ne tete nyokore bintu bia housing what blah 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 okay and Islam cha Nairobi and I was saying there is something that is not done right. Samja Nairobi, you can abokorora. Amache tara ikabiya ego in all the states cha Nairobi. So those are problems. Chile devolved, chitakera korbe mirum. So I think we cannot hide our heads in the sand and assume that things are okay in Nairobi.
Okay.
Even in Nairobi. Vitu pana iko mzuri sana. Vila iko mzuri kwa kwetu Nyamira, hata Kisii na hapa bado iko na hizo matatizo. But then ita nimesema na mimi na hata ntoko we cannot give the same marks as a county ya marks yaye. No into Nyamira enene ga tukubwete. Inyegere to.
Yeba.
No nyeto konya gutiringa yeko chimaye lakini into enene ka tokora tukabwete. But I'm saying then part to support devolution. Na nto ndo support devolution pakalero. Ebe se kucha chirenka erendwe. Umaito mungina bya chikari akonyora abantu bari kirari bagurira ndagera inga buna karo mwalimu kare kenyuro umadenga tukerire next year mwalimu na chagure this is the reason kibe cyare kurutu mashinani egere ibintu bikorerwo egere nyemo konyora kibe kurwa county twamanya ko ira twaje ko invest elsewhere then rorio ikirenga kiarenge kia devolution igonkeyo
okay
we lose the focus of the functions of devolution.
Bono tya kurigereria iguru yali agendere twikira boniga ntubwate committee as bunge ya senate kurukwa na county public accounts committee na committee yegekero ukulire obokoreri bwaje nukumurikira na ki county na kichigendere tokore mirimo no bokoreri bwaje na kibure abwase omo governor mono chikitingo omo governor na rugochurangiri gwo buna ki tutebune county ya Nyamira konye ose omwaka mwaetu ose ne billion yo senkianda ebese inaki mwaye tumekire na ekero tokolireria iga nigo konyorana bari barase committee ye abuno tugochikorara chakire mambia ya bono turarigire na bari baraiga ase committee ye ne obokoreri bwabo na kibore oyo moni gari mo senator we county ya Homa Bay oyo ni gakurukwana nere senator Kajwang Moses Otieno alafu ntubwato mokonyo ye okurukwa Mwaruma Johnson mo senator alafu ntubwato yokurukwana nere Mwenda Gataya nere no mo senator Odharakanidi alafu ntubwate Fatuma Adan nere no arase committee yo ni garo mo senator Isiolo oyo kurukwana nere Lelegwe Steve nere no arase committee ni garo mo senator Osamburu ntubwate omo senator we county ya Nairobi Edwin Sifuna noari Eric Okongo noari uyu mo senator we county ya Nyamira Wambua Enoch noari gabwo na Samson Cheragei ni garo mo senator we county ya Nandi turara chakira saba iga nigoba abaiga nigo bari abantu barengaba nigo bari abantange kyanda e committee y'abantu kyanda turara chakira gagwa sengicho abaiga bona obako mu kigona enchira nigo bakare ko ba area tali batana harassment nabo iga sense mwende nigo bago chabaira liyaki turariro bokorerwa abo ase committee kwanza
tigante beiga nimbata masikene manene sana se committee hiyo mwenye kondirikaro ni kondirikaro kiera chairman ya Council of Governors na mugavano tarakaniti mbade betenga mbai single tau chi senator inye. We would wish our viongozi watuambia senators ni akina nani.
Yeah.
Because soliciting bribes and giving bribes mwenzi mwata magoso. So mimi nikipenda kuuliza hawa magavana wawili, the chairman mwenye anasema hawezi kukuja kwa niaba ya gavana wenzake, wacha watuambie ni seneta gani hawa. That's number one. When I listen to Karankotegerera Kajwang, the chairman of that committee, Accounts Committee, Senator very sober. I have watched when he's interviewing and when he's giving the governors to respond. I find him a super chair of that committee. And professionally, I'm an accountant. I've trained an economist, stock an accountant. What if you are in Biro Montao Kobori, it means there's something not right. So you produce the evidence that you are being asked. I have seen my senator, Okongo Mogere, raising issues, even on a Samatanga. Akabori ngekengelibuya otebanga none chifeje cherwete World Bank maba minda maruba alikiru bono ebine mtobuna kere montaro jina maiso ndebya sama gosali ndebya sama gosali jetindo jima gosa se committee yai because ine regas ya committee you ya pack in the Senate the same ya pick in the Senate because when you chief mwairu governors you must implement something. You have a work plan, you have a strategic plan, you have promised what you want to do in the strategic plan, you count yao. So governors should not hide their nakedness by avoiding going to the Senate. Because kasi ya Senate in part of kasi yao ndio hiyo.
Oversight.
They are oversighting what has been dispersed to the counties. So mimi hakuna siku nitasimama niseme hiyo kamati imeenda mbaya. Hapana. Wacha magavana wakuje wajibu maswali.
Okay.
Tigaba gavana bache berese amangana abunale. Then after all then ori igachire ye senate nenki. Mwenye teko this report achikuruse auditor general. Njiko originate from the Senate. A Senate ye ko iwe report kurwa auditor general.
Yeba. Igone bakuburia maburi kwa report ye bai.
Bune auditor general yabo ritinga ebese ye gatumwa egende kwa Gatamanga Stadium. Ebese ye gatumwa ementu chibese kwa gacha industrial park ya Nyamira se itosironga.
Yeba.
Baburi nganturachiro rosinchiro.
Ebese rone sogete.
Ebese nero wono itali accounted for.
Yeba.
The Senate, this committee of the Senate is only acting on the report from the Auditor General. And that's a public document that you can even, on any website ya Auditor General, utapata your report hapo. So, kama, wacha niulize Mogere.
Yeba.
How many governors have never appeared in the Senate?
Baro.
Many.
Yeba.
Many.
At least yabone reiga nguchitoriko yerigere.
From 2013 batanyagora gane Senate.
Abange nkorangeri kubale mbagocha.
Yes, mbariko yujibesa batanyagorangeri. Batanyagorangeri because on a query. There are two categories here. Baro batanyagorangeri because babu atima because their record is clean. They have accounted for the money they have given. That what whatever kiro mundako buli musigo ye emingi ya bunanye tagiti ingana. Onye wotete mingi nene aboko bugori nene. Onye wotete engusu boko bugori engusu. So ngonya bagaba na bakurangiru. And you look at usikori bagana babira kurangiru. You'll see many very repeated. Taru. Notice that to abato yom. Paka ka rusi. Taru. Nyanza yomuna arangirete paki kineka yana muri yachitu gochisikia chiete
yebona
Nyanza ya Luo Nyanza na intu Nyanza tole
yebona
na intu twara both wakaga banas barangiri abane bare bakurangira bacho baira ninga eke muna mwabori kiriga baisa ne kiri chibuli aba
yebona
so linde bono ndebona magose committee.
Okay, karabu atire igo asibora chireke 32 nigo tukuragenda umutimo mokeigo turarasi ubiri chiruka torena naralia alikura senseme yende yobonchire na badai kwera na tore na yande amangira baganto chikurireria egati abo governor bari babiri bakurangirwa mbanya goikera na igani ndo chimugabara we county ya Kisii Paul Simbarati nwari ase orodha yabaria barangiriwa mbanya goikana boigo ulia gwate bodarakaniri na era omayeto bobwa oyo bwanguiga aigeta katabuna ninchwa paka bagataba no ikire ase compound ime lakini ekero kiri agocha kurangirwa ni nchuma no so agocha oyo chitu kumurangira kane report naki no arenge lakini boni ga ntomuro chipaka omonyakero agataba na genda ngomorore useni gachi kunywe chae moina ali ase bakwanda bachi kurara nywere chae ingo yali geri tole mandi yebon Yensoko tiburo so moguse teatura ali geri yango na ali aye korare kura sensemo yobunchire mambie
Eye Yensoko TV Oboroso bumugusi Kurumucho mano Nairobi Kisii Nyamira Nechingongo chinde chense ya Kenya Abariki baitomba bakorentera mangana magia asenchira yoboikirano Emanya mange Naboigo bwatra Yensoko TV Koigeka chingenjo chiomugusi Yensoko TV Oboroso bumugusi
Kera kama tingatara Gaiketa oni ya Nyamira na rena shauri zangwe Ngaroromo ijano Umotu wate ya mabwari
Murigeri bwe Yensoko TV Oyo no moroberio gwokongoria mareko na inje mwana mboka Edwin Yang'au Turabe tukumira na kira litukulie iki Guchakera chinsa 11 chamogoroba wikenseyemo yabo tuko tugwakorire emirimo yawo yerituko kwabokire orosete oikaransitero yawo buyanda chitasekeruko orambulete merondo kunyagusibero ngori nari ase screen ne chingero chikoletwa na mwanambuka Edwin Yang'au ano to konyora chingero chionsi echiegita na chobenga kwa nubukano echiembegetere ndo gesongengo to amereria
Bakalia omotoya kabwatwa Bakalia omotoya kabwatwa Amatukemero ngena gaika kabwatwa
Maumifunga bwato moyo Nyigwete ngatindi monto Jere yenkaro mororo Asamalieta bakondo kama taifa 254 Inde Yensoko TV Oboroso bumugusi
Obulimira bwisiro yobunda bwense kurere tali nchira ndio sura krobolimi obiyoke enyoreri bagaria bene kwaegwa migirio chisemi nobosemia igirio bulimi bwekerero nechikoringa
asobolimi bochete skuru nobotigi bokumerwa mache
tebone ng'ombe bune yengiya
Gaya konyana eyisimegete ntera ngetia maraba ekonete konya kukina yo kamara konya kuyona nganya kwa mabuya
beka chibuti imokio bokombe to semogondo bweli nebisumu ime na pathway machine
Kile sukuri ya Jumaine chinsa ni bere chamaragoba weka chinsa isato asomoro bere oberemi nobotugi ekeroture semia mange kura saberemi chini gongoro kwa pathway machine
asomoro bere boberemi nobotugi ime Yensoko TV oboroso bumugusi
Kwanza kabisa ngote babu na buya mane sunu kwenye gena kuruncha kati kotera na reke buna kamononda mateke nduko korada kinyu kugena kuno kukambe komo ke basa bakati monte matini mache mutu kuni namani kironji ko simakuta mutu na kuruncha reko mutu meke bikunde bimutu ndiko sinyu korada mutu nitune kamotu yo teko kuna come to flani na onde ime ya Yensoko TV oboroso bumugusi abangi na ruteke iririato
Eye Yensoko TV, Oboroso bw'umugusi.
Karibu na ino mwanchu mwirire emambia yabona keruke twendera tukulie rigori obokoreri wechi county yetu emambia yabona tukwiranira ali ase twatigera tia turarachakira asense muye process engima korwa omugavana ataracha kubikanyone bosi obwe senate ebintu mbere katiege binge sana ntubwate omugavana bagavana mbara ntubwate mu auditor general report nchire kirega nabo igo no chikwerera ase obwagare na chiripoti echiga chigutumekwa kuburi umugavana amaborio na kichikoba generated ni process yejwe ngima paka buno umugavana agocha kwerera
yono tiga ntebe ne class ndi ngere sake report auditor general akonyora igekurwa se entity entity bono in this case entity ne governor governor's office kibese kyonse chigutumuchi e governor igakorosia financial statement ikworokinga kiagitumiete ekera oroki statement na kiatumite kibesiria atumire tu chonsi pio account kera account in a statement financial statement of the year that year in question mo faranye no mwako yo chaka mwako serikali yo chaka tarike ya mutinyo saba okora tarike 30 cyumutinyo sta yo mwakonde no financial year yes serikali so the governor ako prepare statement ya ye kibesa nyorete na ene kia kitumegete kara gitumekire and this report normally went away kira auditor general by the end of August of every year a year in question then bone kerba ye kirese auditor general mene wa kire entity you wa kire governor you you audited because all of them will be audited not one all of them are audited as pa auditor general otuma the auditor general otuma a team which audit account a governor unique account you bagenda baikaranza umukutano mutangani ukorunga entry meeting oliko karanza ngabono tuchake kokora auditing tukwete togochaka tokwera matukane usenatana limu kotegemea kulingana na vile workload yako iko pero bati besi nyingi there's a lot of work so it takes a bit long kero bati besi nyingi the workload yako benke so it takes shorter kero kumikaranzire mwa kodi bono the auditors will come to a report you send to them iriya kabana yatumire auditor general uta ne report irikwa mutumirete buna gwa spend kibese icho ukoboria item yeye ngwanye spend tie amaguto kwa bigete kirorie ntanga marisiti akworokia station kwanywete na ene no authority kiro enyororo project kiwa tete yare gokorwa se report yana wete project yagokorwa project gete toro kyango expenditure ya intamaristoro osinakorete no spend it kweresa wakora mwatigana na baro waira ndwate na go prepare go compile the report buna kusaidi kwa bayete baikaranza bakora bamenya korosi ndu draft audit report bako tebuna twa kitalia tukaikaranza buna watu ete fact kiria twachirigere twa combine report yao iga area yentura isanika toe obusaiti bwegento gete isanegeti nandi bapaira neri
neba nekero kwagorete
enyekero rekandi batenge kero gento kerochi please supply with evidence ngo wakati kwakigorete or
osemo gyakanirete neri gitaraika
ucheba gento kiriba atake mbaisane kuna bayera isetukura kuna kwa bayera isete bagokora koira neri naenda machibu ayo kero koira neri bamenya kwa management letter debono twarigereiri toisanekire osento isanegeti nyento isanegeti you need to give us more facts na inde bakwa another chance koira neri. Then after that now, a final report, audit report, final. Bona una wawa tenga area agent to isanegeti. Area agent to isanegeti. The governor or the entity, you, bona nete kirere se chime, kamenya kubiko se audit report. The areas pata isanegeti. They flag them. Yani ba tebanga ike to isanegeti, machibu antunya kore to isanegeti. After the ko iri chintu ndebira okora respond
ngakende ngocho kwegwa auditor general gatebana na bwatire genteke lakini tindo china ngaichibese china kitegete usenga ichichete gochi
omene kumeke opinion yaye wego opinion nga this one my opinion is this I'm not satisfied then the next level kiatu moch bunge Senate. That is now the Senate comes here into we are supposed to oversight. In the one on Chuerese, cause Kiarura, we are called it. One over. Kara hand over, the Senate one and Kora then I go under with ICC. ICC don't go to Numanet.
Igobona mabori aria ebunge ya Senate gucha ukobori niye ukobori korengana nayo mayero na kwira neretie no robot ruri rwabo.
Buna kwira neretie egento otta jeno ata isanegete.
Yebon.
Agwa go na otta jeno yago teba ase bintu statement kwa gwete ekemba kero chinga kigere. Ntwango ko ni famu ngoko ngacha bali.
Umugabana oyo mo oinka na ikabusyo bwe e committee yiga negatie bintu biria ari kuborigwa ekatoka na tabibwati okuborigwa na twange document yege ntugete na kiko nyarikana na ekerori tinge bintu byansi byari gokorwa masakara naro lakini ekere goche wika gosibwe we committee yiga yatokana na boneka rwose wa masakara tubwatie masakara inga yago chagenda ine liboli wekera boniga mukenya gusinyuna nga ya masakara ko genda na inde nae kwa begete ali mafuta nae gwakora teke kesengenje watebire na amabori okobori gokorengana no robotiroria na kieko nyarikana kero gwikirega na tukabwati masakara inga yago chagenda ndende gati.
That is the question. That abuno obona mangana yari. Abuno obona bukumo obura abuno egechengekere. Abuno egechengekere. Kukwaye tukibese. Okarine okabeka maguta kurwa usipa ka Nairobi. List zikwa begeta maguta. Onye liasire tukana back to petrol station because ekero kole bintu bya serikali. No bwate specific suppliers. Tadi onde wenso go supply. There are specific pre-qualified suppliers. Bago provide services to the county. Onye ne chia procurement ordinary services all categories of services. Nchire pre-qualified. Yoko montare qualified or kole services you. When you put the document, you could go back and get a copy. Because the source of the documents, they are known, they were pre-qualified with the account, with the county. So when you know to supply Mubato pre-qualified. Apart from the Karako and Isuko, what impressed. Karako is impressed, then you come and surrender impressed. You go and sleep somewhere, which is Maristio Corara, Namuta Kwame Dancher. That's allowed. It's taken care of under impressed. The impressed way. So one because there's no way document about it unless now a document kwa nyetu mege te korosi bintu gete kwa nyore ngo soko nyavel ngo chukurusiere kianga ideally ideally nkibandu kumise
echuko wasioki
echuko ko beka tenene ndi kwale ngibuna kwale bantu bikorra bunore. So I think our governors tikatobe sincere with ourselves. When you are given public resources to manage, you are managing on behalf of the people of that county who pay taxes and who are entitled to service delivery.
Egati abagavana baria mangana yega taracha bari baganiri gwikabusyo bwe committee yega oyo nigare umu governor Onandi Stephen Sang nigaganiri gwika James Orengo ntobwate Joshua Irungu ono ya Laikipia Mdoni Njuki naste agaikapaka ase compound yes senator lakini nyuma yayo karabacha komorige gatokana na taiyo oyo Irungu Kangata Isa Timami oyo no Yolam Sesilimbarire abone gati abari baganiri gwika bosyoga lakini nabande bare kurwa matuko amageke ratokwera negati abaria batanya gwikera nabwo ase obwango mono omo governor we county ya Kisii ndo cheno abekire ase list yose gati abaria barangere twenga keyamo mbachieti gwikirana na abanda bange gocha ekera tokwiranira engana eyiga ekera bagoteba bono na mbatageti gocha ose bakwanire baigwananire buna barabubonsi pia bagavana county yonsi pia 45 na ibere na bono bari gochwika bosyo bwe committee yiga na asengencha mangana ali bagoteba na key number 1 nigo bakare kunererigwa gose liyake bagocha basaburi yake bintu binga bunebiga ine na kibono umwana inchi no mokenyo kawaida ngaya kwenyora asengencho nagana tia manyekene na kina kyumo governor ebe seria etwekonye ne bilioni 10 so mwaka bwechibesa bwechilifu bere 25 nomo ebe se indigaye tubigeta segenteke neke konye na malyogo konye nukwagacha usini stadium usikonye nogo kinya gusiraba sai bintu bingabunebyo ntwaro mu governor oyo mo Cecily na ateba ebe sanire gwikira boni gabamina na sana ekera ikitase bosibwe committee area na milioni 10 Libaga chiaga nergo tubikwa segente kana lakini chigachia gosira abasai. Ase bintu binga bunebi nga yomo Kenya kawaida kwa nyora segente nagane tia mabolio na machibu. Ari mabori nagane tia machibu.
Mogere diang pekega. I do not want to was why walipa barangiru baikira was bataraja. Because the reason bataraja ratita kwenye so gatinye manyiti. To start there. Lakini ekero bangiri we can finally. Then the Senate should tell us these are the questions we are going to ask them. They refuse to come. I cannot dig into their financial statement when I have nothing to comment on. That's what I can say. I cannot comment again to attend TV and the procedure. That's what I can comment on. The procedure. It is your report. Governor. Senate teriko generate financial statement. Senate teriko generate audited reports. It's a committee that looks at the performance of the governors vis-a-vis what the Auditor General has flagged down. Yani ngampari wa Senate committee teriko kubori nga totebi nga tumeta. Eba kubori iri swali iri to kubori urechibese kwa etwe. Cyaba na inchi. Ngakire. Because for them, it's a process, it's a procedure. Bago kora, kere satisfied. You know that committee is a quasi-judiciary. Wono bako nyonga na maswali naro, na bu muntako bako liwe mingi yaye, which koti. That's it. Na bebare ko genda iko. Ndiri ko korero, na bu korera koti na chair. Kere waru bago kora tenga even as a matter of procedure. Ntu aligire tibitagwe tukamurangeria. Ato busaiti rende bako nyoranga asinali sa chindu barenge batema ya ekekero kyo gotoka ni vinsiri muabe ekero twari ko cho erese batenge even as kero wote ya tebeteke nento kero to kumurangiri we can confirm nga maene na bokeri buno wote yako ya tebete. Therefore the next course of action nguchimutu.
Okay.
Nguchimutu wangu chikamito mai. So that's what I can say. And for mwananchi mo Kenya, it is our right as citizens of this country to demand for answers from our people, from our leaders. Like I am accountable to the members of Kenya Social Congress and the government of Kenya because they give me some small money, which I present. I say, my MCS give me an average of a few shillings to run the office. I pay rent, I pay water, I pay electricity. I must explain to them that the money you send, ilienda hapa, ndio nilitumia nikaenda kufagia Kitengera, ndio nilitumia nikaenda Meru, kwa sababu hiyo ndio pesa walinipatia. Kwenda outreach. Nilitumia hiyo pesa nikaenda outreach, nikaenda nikarecruit watu fulani from this county. That is part of the money. So the governors should also appreciate that hiyo pesa sio yao, ni ya wananchi wa Kenya, wamepewa, hao ni kusimamia tu wanasimamia.
Okay.
So they should not shy away. And the hand of the Koboko West serikali no gotambe igomba kende ngiri barakore tigabayiraniri. For those who have come, it explain. That's what I can say because it is a common practice umuntu akonyakokora to gukora botu cyane. Because this is money kirori kaine ngankwabe kiritu account. Kibaze njirwete account. Naitsa jidere ni takotima. Because nchi akita account. Utare ntero Koboko bune litoko yanda tokanda ko sera bantu ko tena ki mora agenda ni ko te byande kende ko nchugo cha ke nchumba te. Ikitari gendo ko ne gendo ke kibesi ko rwari chaso ya account. Na ndi gwachirusyo.
Ribori lindire yakerekere turuchiko korera insechi dakika ngisa tuigachi atigere emambia ya bono ine buna ikiama buna bona ikiama gya Kenya Social Congress ne bya mabinde tetukwarira se ikiama gya Kenya Social Congress abo so bona nae no le buna party leader we kiama keiga ine nabo mokorera abara yinchira engabune yega because kire kiama egatie bintu birie mugotakana buna abange bakora erangirina kina koko sobisi kore no mwana nchemeremo bekebie ebintu mubaso igoro bibeke tene ni abampa bakenya bamanyana ki ebese ilikuwa egwa ligo kwa kora igana iga na ndina kikwaye tubuka na nda sese mwende korera abana inchi emirimo ine na kimokorera abarayi ase kiama gya Kenya Social Congress asenge nchabarayi abagabana abayiga bagokana namba tegeti guchyo ko auditing se bayike buti bosi bwe committee area na baromba ruwete ebyama bya bono abwe kwira na twira nana ki ine ase kiama kelio ruwete na bako kotebyo korege ntokenga bune ase kiama gya Kenya Social Congress.
Let put a general statement first. mugaba no bwenso ko tewa ndaicho kwenda koira ni maswali ere nkwenga inale turachakira it can take time lakini nkwenga inale. Two, all these leaders, most of them 98% they were elected from political parties. I'm sure our tenets in the political parties is to have good leadership. Because we sit in the political party relation committee and I'm a member of the steering committee myself. Ntori ko tebanga montaji achoru ku Kenya so jokong agende go tiringe binde byaba Kenya. Because ekere ikirego bono ko buli musigo ayebueka. Ko ywa kasweni kao utana karuko chichiro. No party entertains ngochore uchikoiba. No party entertains ebintu biri borogoji. And Kenya so jokong I am happy ngachino tu atwale ba nona bantu abarayi ba chorirwo. I have never had them kurangeru. Even in the county assembly ya Kisisi Bale ngabachire park baje kuringa in the department ya sarekete. So I want to believe nga all leaders are supposed to have good manners. So igo onye nkondikera yemo ibere mo basa goitabia mabiro. Mo itabia me kiara kiro muntu namna abiarire. Na bagoja entereria kandi no moroki. Parori. Na bugo toro mwana omuya ayo mamanya tabe kani abo muibi. Kono togo jigoita bana bonsi oitenga abayiboli no. The parties strive, that is why we have multi-party democracy. We strive to produce good leadership.
Okay.
Yes.
Aso gukorera insikira ikanyone ne merongo 3 iga ase emambia ya bono iga ngana yagodererie yo gukorera na muno asaria twabere tugusanga kurutwaga chagete.
Injena de kwera ni abakenya ambia mono. That we are putting our leaders to account. And our senators don't pull back. Nyinyi fanyeni kazi because that is what we shall judge you on. And as a Kenyan, let us put our leadership to account. It does not matter what level, because the positions you have been given, you are given on behalf of the people of Kenya. Finally, I want to say this, Mogere, before you close the show. I want to condemn the kind of behavior I'm seeing, people being shot left and right by our armed forces. If there is something that can be done, Bwana Kanja should do something, because we are seeing innocent lives ikipotea. Innocent lives ikipotea, either by stray bullets or by whatever means. And if our police officers are trained people, if it is getting a criminal, then they should be careful so they don't harm innocent Kenyans whom they are supposed to protect. It's important that way. Finally, we don't have another country. It is the interest ya Kenya ebe Kenya munatoliga tutwara omorembe. Ntutagiti turanukisi twaruri. Bali twarenga kurumaiga abana barengo 2007 babyaretwe kiabete baikira ntutekwera na gucyari. Kenya should move forward. We should be able to keep our country. We must maintain, by all costs, let's maintain peace in our country. Na inche na bongo kwa namna kengere na ki naone share ya Safaricom. I think the head of state, as much as it could be a very good idea, Kenyans seem to be doubting how the shares are being sold. I think something should be done better than this. And finally, vandu bawe tutumasaba nyasaye gago to ikiororo na rusia shiri karimwa na ari gutumia mwako oringa kebeka samwe na etenga ire giasibiwe na tubanko ligi na tira riga kabera kayaiga ngoja gochani nyasaye go tukio mwako gocha ninje mumpimire nsina na inje ndara kojogia mole singo iki bwata chikura nyasaye go tukio 2027 August atati kengere ni kiabusukia ye atakuwa kwa debe kirogo kyo bujume baki tutumasaba pijamono moseseniwe
Biemano mwanchu murigeria ase ukubwati aya igonsi ase ritukeriga ria juma ine gwikeria nkyo Jumatano chinsa inye gwikaisano nemo naro ntuchikomerana kera togandira togusanga aya ndamanga yakorekana kurwa ritukeri muguchia ase rinde twara omubasomi tumerane chinsa 10 asamo ya senchira yogwenge ase bono eritariane Ishmael Mogere.
Yensoko TV, uboroso